Welcome again to another fun look around introduction here at the FC house. I'm sorry, every time I'm at the FC house, I gotta take a look, make sure the chocobos are fed. And yeah, they're all good. Someone helped out. Chocobo feeding is easy. You just tend to them, and then you go train one, and you give it some cracker roots. It helps everybody's chocobo, which means they'll be stronger in the real world, which means things will be easier. Now, some of you say glam, so what? You know? What is glam? This game is terrific. It has a whole bunch of different looks. And, you know, it's set up, so all you gotta do is press a button and you can change to 100 different things. But let's look at the process for it now. Alright, so in this game, when you're at your character settings and you have a piece of gear, you're like, you click on it and you see dye, you see cast glamour. A simple cast glamour means something that's in your inventory. You're just gonna click and let's see, hold on one sec, I don't want to change that one. Here, yeah, I'll change this one. So you go down, it'll highlight the things that you're able to change to, because not everything is changeable. So let's do this. Boom. The catalyst says Glamour Prism. If you're a crafter, it's a real simple quest that teaches you how to cast glamours. I don't even think you have to be a caster, you just have to unlock it. And you buy empty glamour prisms and you cast. But look, that was it. That was it. Now my pants, the hand saint trousers are what they actually are. And then it switches to the white one, striped cotton slops. That's the visual image I gave them. That's the basic of putting glamour in a single thing. But we're gonna go to the start of it all. Ulda is, you know, the city I'm attached to with the Grand Company, so I will go there a lot. But all cities have the same NPCs. But nah, here we are. Just gonna have another fun day knocking this stuff out. I know my PlayStation's a little slow, but I like the graphics better than on my PC until I upgrade my graphics card. Alright, here we are, Ulda. Normally I would teleport to the Adventurers Guild, but right now I'm not going to, because the first stop is actually going to be on this side of it. And yeah, my cook has a glam. Here's the little yellow. Oh, that's so cute. Alright. I know, I'm so easily distracted. I'm sorry, guys. But over here, purchase items. This guy right here, Glam Dispeller and Clear Prism. If you have a Clear Prism, I'll just grab one for now. Now to see where it went. Oh. But yeah, so you would go into your crafting log. Glamour Prism. Each crafting class will tell you what they need to make your Clear Prism into a Glamour Prism. I don't remember what the quest is right now, but as you can see, it's level 15 quest to learn how to craft them. And they are not hard. The other place that you can get them from, other than these vendors that sell them dirt cheap, would be the market board. The market board also sells them but people there will craft the prisms and they'll sell them for a lot more. Now, earlier you guys saw me do a single piece of clothing glamour prism, but now you're gonna see about glamour plates and much more. But before that, just make sure all your items are repaired, especially the things that you might decide to put into your Glamour Dresser. Like I said, each city has the little bed symbol on your map, and that is the innkeeper. That's the inn where you go, and you have your own room. That is the only place with a Glamour Dresser. And there's also the armoires. I explained earlier before, these are for event items. There's certain events that happen, and this will only store event items. Like, yeah, I did all the yokai event items because I had just liked some of the glam. And then I wanted the mouse. But the armoire is only for like event set items. The Glamour Dresser is where everything else you want is. Even if you're not one of those people that go out hunting for sets and different things, you know, a lot of mine, I would see somebody else rocking, oh, what's that weapon? Oh, what's that chest piece? And you can examine other players and just see what it is and find it later. But even if you don't want to do all of that, all you got to do is when you wear something you like, you stash it in here. It's that easy. Look, raincoat. Oh, I have the same item already in my dresser. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see because I don't really need to store any of these. Maybe I have a chest piece I could store or something. Like most of my things I use, honestly, at one point or another. Up top you'll see I have hide items registered to gear sets because all my gear sets are linked. So these are only items that are just in my inventory. So when you find the item that you want to put in your Glamour Dresser, using the Glamour Prism, because you have to use a prism to put it in, it's gonna reset the spirit bond and stuff, but who cares? You're gonna rebuild that if you need it. And then boom, that's it. Now you see it went from 398 to 399 because I just put it in there. In the Glamour Dresser, you can select things depending on the class, or you can select on all. My Glamour Dresser also sorts. They sort from highest gear to lowest because this game does want the players to have a lot of items, and there's a lot of items that are level 1. So all classes level 1, so any class can wear it. That comes in real handy when you go over here and you want to make a set. Glamour plates, each time you use a glamour plate, it will change all the items that are different, and it's going to consume a glamour prism for each one. Like this is one of my crafter sets because I don't know, I just like how it looks when I'm crafting. And you see it's only these 5 pieces because each of my crafters has a different weapon, and that stuff is the same for all of them. The last slot is glamour removal. If you want to remove stuff, this works even if you just want to remove like a certain piece. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep my chest piece, but I didn't like that head glam, or I like that. It was definitely these pants I didn't like, you know. So you can actually get rid of only certain pieces in your glam. But you have 15 glamour plates. So, you know, when the mood hits, you might be looking for something different. But with your glamour plates, yeah, all you gotta do is select the empty slot, and you can go through and pick whatever piece you want there. It'll automatically display it on the guy, you know. So whenever you come across good pieces of gear that you're like, oh, I like that chest, I like those gloves, just save it. Worst to worst, when your Glamour Dresser fills up, you go back and you take it out. Or you desynthesize it into shards and break it down for whatever. But yeah, all you gotta do is pick what you want, and then you save the plate. I don't need the plate saved. With these settings, just like your character stuff, you can, you know, show gear. You can draw whatever weapon you would have. You can turn your character to see stuff from different angles. You know, it's nothing big. If you like how it looks, you save it. If you don't, just close. No, I don't want to save. Yes, discard my changes. And now, that stuff's in here. So while you're in here, if like, oops, no. If, let's say, I just want to put on, I want to change just the pants that's on my current glam set. You get to try on. You can select dyes in case you want to change the color. Oh, it's like my blues. And then, like, you can either dye it in here or you can dye it once it's on your character. If you dye it in here, that means whenever you equip it and glam it to something, it'll stay there. But yeah, all you would do is this, and you would click apply glamour, and then poof. It's what it is. Alright, let me see. Will those look good? I don't think any of this stuff will look good below my robe. So, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Apply glam. Boom. Before, remember I had those purple trousers? Now they're not, they're black. Now back in here, your characters have these different buttons. Recommended gear, it'll suggest like the highest level gear on this side. And all you gotta do is press equip, and boom, it's there. Glamour plate, those are the same plates we just made in our Glamour Dresser. Except now, guess what? If you want to change something, all you gotta do is click on it. So let me do this. Gear set list. That's all your different classes that you have, right? You know, the fun stuff. Okay, so here's one I don't use too often. This is my gathering, and you see he's got that outfit, but now glam plate, apply, boom. Once you're in a city or you're in a housing ward, that's all you have to do, and it changes the glam. Back up here in select your gear set list, where your class is, if you press your options button, it'll display what it looks like. You can preview. Reassign gear is moving it where you want it in this list. But down here, link to glamour plate. So you can actually link your different classes, jobs, to a different glamour plate. So for myself, my tanks all have these same pieces, but I don't want my warrior and my paladin to look the same. So my warrior is linked to glam plate 6, my paladin is linked to glam 3. So even though it's the same armor, boom, he just got a different look because I have it linked to one of my different glamour plates. It's like, what do you do? But that's, you just select the job, link to Glamour plate, and you can actually set a different Glamour plate to your different classes, your different jobs. So when you switch jobs, they don't all look the same because they share armor. And yeah, I hope that explains some of it to you guys. The last thing is I will go, because I told you, to put on Glam you need to have Glamour crystals, Glamour Prisms. You can either buy clear prisms and use your crafter to turn them into Glamour Prisms, or the alternative is you go to a market board and then you got to do it that way. Remember, you can individually just change like one piece of glam with something that's in your inventory, or you can link them to a plate. And when they're linked to a plate, wherever you are, it'll change your look. Not wherever, but if you're in a city or if you're in a ward, it'll change your look. This is the last place you want to go for Glamour Prisms. Remember, it was 200 to buy a clear one, and then you gotta craft it for materials that cost probably another 100 gil. So yeah, they're not selling them for much at all here. They were probably just trying to get crafting points, maybe. But 225 for each here. So they only charge you, you know, a gil for their labor. Along with Glamour Prisms, you need Glamour Dispellers. That's crazy. So you could buy 99 for 300, and you could... Oh no, the shop sells them for 500. Yeah, so they're taking a loss on those. But hey, at least you'll have a lot of Glamour Prisms. I mean, 99 for 30k. That's 100 more transformations you can do. That price used to be really inflated, so I was surprised. But yeah, for glamming, that's it. Clear prism, and you either craft it into a Glamour prism, but it actually seems cheaper to just have money and buy the Glamour prisms. You need dispellers to get rid of armor, and then you need Glamour prisms to put on new. But I hope that helped. I know this one was a little drawn out, but I just wanted to touch the bases because I had some members that were very, like, they were curious about it. And yeah, it doesn't fully explain when you come in. But recommended gear, will suggest the highest level. Yeah, my Dark has these two. I don't have them on my Paladin. But if I wanted, all I gotta do is go here, press equip, boom. Glamour plates will let you change your style wherever you are, if you're in a city or in a ward. Or, you know, a sanctuary. It doesn't even have to be a city once they give you that sanctuary place, I think. Actually, no. Yeah. It might be limited to just cities or wards. But there's that. This is dispelling just single parts. That's what my armor looked like before I glammed it. You know, I just couldn't. I couldn't run around like that all the time. The only class I think that actually runs around with his regular armor without the glams on it is my Dragoon. Where it's not glam, but it's dyed yellow. Just his headpiece is glammed. And that's it. I hope that helps you guys out with your questions about glam a little bit. Alright, thanks for watching and have a good one.